Hey everybody, I have quite a download and video for you guys. First of all, I wanted to share with you guys, believe it or not, before I came up with this YouTube channel, Words for Wisdom, I used to actually come to a certain place to receive words for wisdom. And here it is. I come here to pray, I come here to keep it old school, but I didn't realize this until today. 144 and 7. Those numbers are awesome. It's a nice, even though like I'm not Catholic, it's still a very anointed place. It's very sacred. And what's funny is, before my grandmother was a minister, she used to come here too and pray. And I didn't know until she told me about a year and a half ago. All right, now down to business. These shifts are quite intense, aren't they? Something about this shift right now is very intense. It's drawing out a lot of anger. But I kind of figured out what it was. So, I'll get back to the symbols later. But as I was inside just now, they gave me these words. I hope I spell this right. The council, final judgment. Jeez, I can't spell. So what I saw in my mind was they gave me this illusion of, there was like 4 auras and then there's one at the very end. And I saw the bodies inside these auras. And these are what we call the council. They are what are the makeup of the divine. The divine is a higher entity on a 12th dimension. The council is what you see. This is different. It's called a 9th gate, not a 9th dimension. Gates are different. Gates, oh geez. Let's say like our 5D that we're going to requires 6 gates. Like the 6 root races. We're going into the 6 root race to get to 5th dimension. So if you go up by 3 more, you have 9th gate, which will probably take us to an 11 dimension. I don't know. I'm just saying. So they gave me the message they're commencing their final judgment on the earth. And so these decisions split our reality, where those will have one experience and others will have the other. Those who have the globe earth as their reality will have a globe earth judgment. Those who have an optimism towards the earth being a plane with a dome, I'm not saying flat, I usually like to say convex because there's a hollow. Agartha, oh, I can't spell and hold the camera. You guys know what I'm talking about. Agartha. Agartha, where the tree of life is and all that stuff. That's our hollow earth. It's on our so below. They also gave me the message that when there's this flip, like a coin toss, a flip, when everything becomes right side up, we rise to the surface of anew. So that was like a weird channeling. What I really wanted to address everybody about was please watch out for the butterfly. This is all I could tell you. It's all I can say because I don't want to make any accusations. It's really for people to have discernment. If you're taking advice from those who obviously place this symbol in front of you, you are entering if in a realm of control. You're being transmutated into a belief system, or you're being basically detached, maybe not for a bad reason, but you're being taken out of your norm and you're being transitioned into a new. In order for anyone to do this, they have to know what they're doing. So someone intentionally is knowing to use this. um I don't like to say MK Ultra, but it's in our community. There's two warnings that I got. One was the Mandela effect. That people who follow anyone who is saying Mandela effect, they are Mandela affecting you because they're trying to use your gift to manipulate you into making this Mandela effect possible. A lot of us are very strong. A lot of us are very powerful. But if we're like unknowing of what we're involved with in the different channels we associate with, we have to be very careful because, um, they can use our power for their own. Oh, yeah. So just be careful of the Mandela effect. Because if you're not aware, this is why there's timelines jumping like crazy. Because there's too many people not aware that they are causing Mandela effects and it's throwing off everything. Like even today, I was passing by a banquet hall and I've never seen it being a Masonic temple. I pass by this place every day and all of a sudden my timeline has it as a Masonic temple. So it kind of shows me an example of something is trying to restructure your or our timeline. Also beware of the butterfly. You guys probably don't see it, obviously, but if you look into the symbol, you have to sometimes not get this close to something. You may have to come back. And when you see it from afar, you know that it's a form of control. It's a form of I won't even say manipulation because the greatest manipulators will tell you that they're manipulating you, but you won't believe it. Kind of like the Oscars yesterday. They were trying to force you to believe that diversity has, commerced, and it's all controlled. How do you control a whole TV show of saying, minorities and women have finally made it to the anyways, I digress. Also, the symbols we have to look for. The pitchfork. I also want to talk to you guys about the celebrities too, because like we accuse them of being the Illuminati. We accuse them of Satanism and this and that, but we have to keep in mind there are many different forms of religion and belief system, but everyone should understand that. Let's say here's our American Idol winner, right? And this person is a completely innocent person, but then they see, I don't know, let's say a hypnotherapist who then opens their third eye, right? Is that a good drawing? So once their third eye is open, they now have access to data, visions, like us. They have gifts like their light is being brought out because these gifts are really intended for light, but then sometimes they're used as opposition. So then, when they're depending on their bloodlines and who they come from, then they know who their rightful ruler is. Some know Saturn, Satan, Kronos, um, who was the father of Pluto, Hades, right? Um, Poseidon, the pitchfork, Enki. Um, so they're all. This is all one Sheboygan, and that's how the pitchfork is the symbol. Usually, when you see the pitchfork used, it's really to teach people like that's your origin. You are a base. You're a bass, a bass. It means being of the sea. If you're being of the sea, you know that. Oh, I'm digging a hole. So usually, if someone comes from a bass or a bases, they're a bass. They know that they're entitled to masonry. They know they're entitled to learning the 33rd degrees. I digress. Um, my chicken scratch. I apologize. Um, so this what tells you the process of. So we just can't keep accusing them of this, and that. Some of them might even put symbols on their body. Like I saw Cardi B, and she had, right? She had this as a tattoo of her ear. Um, well, who knows to say that it's not that she worships anything, but let's say if she said too much on YouTube, right? Which is what she said a long time ago. Let's say whoever has her contract made her put this on. I don't know how they make them do it, but sometimes by force you get a tattoo, and then that puts you in a perspective to where people think and treat you a certain way because you have that on your neck. Then others who idolize might say, hey, I want to get that too. Okay? Then that's the whole process of controlling. That's how this works. That's how this works. That's how you get people to join your religion. It's like, when Jehovah's Witness or, or whoever, Catholics, Christians, when you have the brochures and you go door to door, it's the same thing. It's when you're in tune and open to a higher consciousness and you've seen it all, you sort of know where to position yourself. Kind of like, for me, there's certain people who've approached me for certain things and they probably didn't know that I'm this aware and that my wheelhouse of knowledge and wisdom are far beyond what they would have expected of me. So when, like, for instance, someone donated, I had a car accident last month in January, and I had a fundraiser to help, bounce back from the expenses of replacing the car. And someone gave me a donation, and it was a certain number. And because of that certain number, I already knew what they're up to. So, in essence, runaway butterfly. I want to show you guys this. There's a bird eating a butterfly in front of me. Unbelievable. You guys see it? That's fascinating. I don't make this up. Oh, poor butterfly. But it ties into my message. Anyways, I hope you guys take the positive advantage of the things that I say, and I hope that they can help manifest more answers and clarity for you guys. But just make sure that you're being careful. Be careful who you listen to. No one should be teaching you anything. People should only be revealing what our truth is, but it's not to be in a form of education. It should be in a form of wisdom and guidance. because you could take your own information and guide yourself. That's what it's all about. If anyone is flashing a symbol in front of you, or someone is telling you, someone's showing you the words Mandela effect, obviously will tell you that they're Mandela affecting you. Someone that shows a butterfly, obviously they're trying to show control. Maybe not mind control, but they want to control the angle and perception of whatever it is that they want to control. They will make it happen. Anyways, I've said enough. I will let you guys go. I got to finish doing laundry, which is, I do laundry around the corner from here, which is next to this church. So that's why I felt like I had to come here and pray today and just kind of really just keep it old school. That's pretty much it. I celebrate everything. All right, you guys. Talk to you later. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you think. And I'll have a video tomorrow about this shift, because obviously something's going on. But also in my description box below, the video by Higher Self just got uploaded. And it Higher Self posted the video while I was recording this, but I was able to capture the link, and so I'll put it in my description box below. Let's compare what I'm saying into what they're saying. All right, bye-bye, everybody.